Ryan, I see a ton of IT assets around me, laptops and hard drives and all kinds of monitors. What are we doing in this building?
We're here at our Iron Mountain ALM facility, so Asset Lifecycle Management. We do lots of things here. We store assets, we redeploy them, we handle lease returns, we image them, we do upgrades, we do a ton of stuff. We even handle them all the way to the final disposition of an asset when it reaches its end of life.
Sounds pretty cool. Let's go check it out. Ryan, there's thousands of pieces of equipment around me. Once they get here, what happens?
Well, we catalog them, which means we receive them by make and model, and then we'll grade them, which includes cleaning them. And our last step, we're going to wipe the data using our own software called Teraware. That will actually generate what we call a certificate of sanitization, so we have proof of that asset being wiped.
So you know, Ryan, one of our core principles here at Iron Mountain is security. Tell me a little bit about the security around this process.
It's an Iron Mountain facility, so all of our processes are basically the same. We have secure chain of custody. We know what's coming in, we know what's leaving.
All right, now I understand what happens as part of the process. We cleaned, we're graded, we got no data on there. What happens after that?
Well, one of the things we can do is we can store it. So we can store it by itself in its own box, or we can store it with other makes and models that are exactly the same. All of that information is visible to you in our portal.
Now, what if I want to deploy that out to one of my employees? You don't have any of my information on there. How would you do that?
So one of the things we could do is we can install an image for you on the device. Then we can send that out to your remote worker, just one or 100 of them. We can even add a monitor, keyboard, and a mouse.
Well, I don't even have to touch the laptop once it's here. You could put my entire operating system and anything I need on that computer?
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%.
Maybe a little curveball here. What about data's exploding? What if I don't have enough memory? What if I don't have enough processing power? I would need a different laptop. I would need a different device, yeah?
Maybe not. So what you have is an inventory record of all your assets that have low memory. We can upgrade those assets to you so they can then function and be used again, extending their life. We'll add memory, upgrade the drives, we can do that for you.
This is like a true life cycle of an asset that could then be redeployed, right?
Correct, because our asset will actually come in once, twice, 3 times, and it goes through that circle. It keeps going around and around over and over again until it reaches the end of its life. So at the end of its life, it still has value.
So Ryan, I know that a lot of our clients don't necessarily own all of the assets that they have. Is that true?
It's true, they're leased. Most of them are.
Okay, so if they're leased, do we follow the same process or is there something different?
It's kind of the same, but essentially what's going to happen is we're going to collect them all and then ship them back to the lessor on behalf of the customer.
What if there's just nothing I can do and just an old piece of equipment? What happens then?
There's a few paths that could happen there. So if it's remarketed, we could sell the laptop, or we could harvest the parts out of it and sell those pieces separately, whichever ones are still useful. We'll sell that asset and return some value to the customer when we can. If it's going to be recycled, we can pull the drives out, destroy the drives and the memory, and that material will then be separated and kept out of a landfill and recycled and repurposed into other materials and assets.
So it's hitting my sustainability goals at this point, because I know everyone's got sustainability goals.
So you're actually going back into the circular economy by being repurposed and reused in manufacturing.
So Ryan, this is hitting 2 very big buzzwords that I'm hearing almost every single day: secure and sustainable.
Absolutely it is.
And if you want to learn more about Iron Mountain's asset lifecycle management, visit this link.